Hello and welcome back to Metaphor ReFantazio. Behind us is Haizame. We are going to do Haizame's bond conversation for his rank 7. That is then going to unlock another archetype. We're then going to level that archetype plus another archetype, which will then, or unlock him I guess I should say, not level, which will then allow us to do Moore's Quest, at which point we are in uncharted territory. But we have a plan. So, Haizame, how do you feel about the plan?
Now it remains to carry out our plan in Altabury. The question is, where does the spear fit into our schemes? I have something I should like to ask your advice about. I cannot help but pity the children of my declining village.
That's why.
You have a way of thinking that often surprises me. What would you have me say to them?
A new age is dawning. I used my overflowing imagination to come up with something that will give the villagers hope.
I see.
A new age is dawning. Oh, you mean a new king? Indeed, a new king will be a momentous occasion. Not even that village could avoid being swept into the tides of change. Yes, I can see our approach now. We unveil you to them as the king-to-be. My grandiloquence will not sway them alone.
My grandiloquence? Grandiloquence? I'm sorry. Okay, well, give me a second. I'll just need to get something out here and have a little dictionary search, because I don't know if I've ever seen the word grandiloquence before. Grandiloquence. Alright, grandiloquence. Form. Oh my god. The first example I've got is in French. Which is, like, the dictionary definition is in French. Well, that's a good start. Grandiloquence. Alright, I found an English one. A lofty, extravagantly colourful, pompous or bombastic style, manner or quality, especially in language. Oh. Okay. Sure.
Great.
Very well then. If you've the time, would you travel to the village with me right now?
Let's go.
My thanks.
I hope I can make the people of the village understand. Shall we set out then?
As the light waned, we took a carriage to Haizame's village once more.
I heard you found the urn. Truly I am sorry. The villagers have caused you no end of trouble. It's nothing you need to worry about. Rather, I thank you for helping me come to grips with my departure.
Everyone!
People of this village, you hide. But I know you yet listen. I am not here to blame you for the matter with my son. I want to speak to all of you, so that we can change the future of this village together.
Look!
Look around you. Look at what our village has become. Cut off from trade, our goods slow to circulate, our people more destitute by the day. Oh well, you say, we're you geefs, nothing to be done about it. You endure this hardship without even trying to move beyond it. That is sloth, pure and simple.
Can't you see?
We elders, perhaps the future means little to us. Perhaps we struggle to fight for change we will never see. But what of our children? Would you force your village's children to bear its dreadful legacy, to be doomed to the same neglect and avoidance?
Don't talk like you know us.
Don't you get it?
Isolated though we are, we survive with what we have. The children are happy enough.
Wrong.
Happy? Their only birthright is a cage. The children have no choice but to live and die here. Can you deny it? They could choose. They could not choose where they were born, and now they have no choice in their future. And you, as their guardians and teachers, would keep it that way.
Just shut up. What would an outsider know?
No.
He is not an outsider. Haizame is one of us.
I don't know when it happened, but we stopped chasing hope. We've grown complacent, clinging to the idea that it's wiser to accept hardship than to resist it. But was it truly for the best? Surely in times long ago, did we not strive towards something? Please, everyone, come here, let us speak. Won't make a difference now, whatever you do. There's prejudice out beyond our walls, and it's strong. The people of other lands won't accept us. Things can change.
Listen.
I believe that can change. It has to, for the children's sake.
Say,
I understand your fear. Walking the land as a Yugif, I have suffered what seemed no end of hatred, prejudice, and bloodshed. But this country will change. It's already underway. And the one responsible stands before you now. This is my friend, Grem, and he will change this country. I love the look on Grem's face. He's like, will I? Oh no. A new era is coming. A new future where people of all origins and tribes can join together.
What?
A new era is coming.
but
And when it does, what will this village do? Will you close your doors to hope, resist change, and so wither? The world is changing, and we must change with it. Yes, it will be a long struggle. Yes, we will waver, and we will suffer.
that's life.
But beyond that pain, beyond, we will find a better tomorrow. A future where our lives' courses will be ours to decide. A birthright of hope for every Yugif child. Our children could live how they wish.
Surely.
Grem, and we who follow him, will light our way forward. If you live and strive with hope in your heart, then a better future is within your grasp. Nobody can decide our way of life but ourselves.
Heisme.
Izumi, thank you. I think you really got through to them. Of course, I don't think things will change that easily. That's why we must weave our new hope, one step at a time. We'll blaze a trail. Leave it to us, we'll lead the way forward. Reassuring indeed, but rest assured I've no intention of letting you bear that burden alone. In return, let us prepare the hilltop cemetery right away. It's time I took responsibility. At the least, I can ensure your son will have the peace he deserves.
No.
I appreciate it, but that's no longer necessary. I've thought long about how to properly send off my son, and now I finally have my answer. This voyage has been more than enough time to face my boy's death, and were I alone I would have lost myself.
Oh,
A tiny voice, young words in the old air, skyward it lilts, clouds parted in passing, and soon breath becomes zephyr, and sweet wind alights upon well-trod earth.
thank you.
I would not be here without you at my side. Thank you. You can sense the strong determination and firm trust in Heisme's eyes, and a clear of hesitation. The aloof hermit Heisme, keeper inheritor of the thief's virtues.
No.
Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakened within thee.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Rank up!
There is yet hope on the horizon.
We are now rank 7 with Heisme, and I get the feeling that rank 8 is going to be very sad, melancholic, but that's alright. You can now study the ninja. Fantastic. There is no sense waiting for the winds to change. New breezes are ever blowing in lands beyond anything we have ever known.
We shall.
Let's go, Grem. Heisme and I headed back to town. I feel like I've gotten more support from the villagers in Heisme's hometown thanks to Heisme's trust in me. We are definitely not going to win our bet.
Marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay. We're now on Idle Stay.
Well then.
And it's Barden. Nope. Sorry, Barden. Not in any way interested. I also don't think we actually have to buy anything. I think I already did the things that we were going to buy by accident. Okay, also I need to go to the one next to this as well. Yeah, I think I already bought everything we needed to rebuy, so
Got it.
we're pretty sorted.
Alright.
This is going to increase our luck by 1. Okay. It seems like people said I need to raise strength for something in the future. I'm assuming it's some kind of class, right, or archetype we're going to get. It doesn't make sense to me that maybe if you wanted to be optimal here, you would choose your thing at the start so that it's either strength or magic, and you would simply level the other one by going to the toilet every idle state, and then you'd end up with like an okay secondary stat. I think that would make sense probably. As it happens, we've leveled luck, which I guess is going to lead to more crits. I guess it's led to us getting more items over the course of the game,
What
right?
now?
I mean, what's our luck right now? Our luck is currently 51. So yeah, I guess it has led to us getting more items than you would naturally expect. That's interesting. Anyway, because it increases item discovery chance.
Where to?
Right, who's available? So not, oh, wait a second, I completely forgot what I was doing. No, we don't care who's available right now.
No.
Hero's Leaf of Life, Heizme, Sniper. There we go.
I have retained my edge.
He recovers HP after defeating an enemy. We're now going to immediately pivot Heizme to 2 different things. Heizme is first of all going to learn Ninja. Strong assassination skills complemented by synthesis skills of many affinities that focus on evasion.
I see.
Okay. So his main thing is Hazy Moon Nightblade, a medium slash attack to all enemies. Any enemies with ailments are hit as though weak to the skill, and he gets Steel as well. And then he gets abilities to apply things like Rage to all the enemies, which then means that you're going to get them hit as if they're weakened. I see. Very cool. Automatically increases wielder's hit evasion at the start of battle. When attacked, halves attacking enemies' hit rate. Halves their hit rate. That's insanely good. Especially if you're trying to defend against AoE, where they don't even need to target Heizme. He'll just naturally dodge things from other people. That's incredible. As in, like, this is good in of itself if someone's attacking him. But if you're facing an enemy that uses AoE, they will always attack him, which means she's always going to have a chance of dodging and double wasting their turns. Does extreme fire damage, extreme ice damage, severe physical damage to one enemy, remove status, repel, and strength buff effects, and then God Killer. Extreme physical dark damage. Very cool.
Fascinating.
The Ninja. This is one of the archetypes, or this is the archetype you sense from Heizme's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the elite knave, a shadow who pulls the strings of justice, learning enemy secrets and striking at their weaknesses.
All right.
22,500 mag is required to channel the ninja for the first time. Would you like your ally to unlock it? Yes? That's
I'm counting
incredibly
on you.
expensive. Yes, I want to entrust Heizme with this power.
Of course.
Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an elite thief. My god, have you seen how much mag we're spending? Like, I thought we were saving too much, but we have, like, ate through the mag that we've, like, our stockpile. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength exalted. If thou art prepared to embrace lawlessness and chivalry in equal margin, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the thief. So this is the power of the ninja's soul. Most impressive. The form of a stealthy warrior who works behind the scenes suits me quite well. I will struggle eternally onward, so that this world will not be a place where the weak are trampled upon. Nice. Well, I see the number of archetypes you've studied has grown. I am very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely, thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. 5 heroes fruits.
Steady effort is key.
Yeah, we'll switch you over to that one. That seems like a sensible thing to do. And then, Magic Seeker.
I see.
Let's do it. Study.
Fascinating.
The Magic Seeker. This is the archetype that I've come to govern after having met you.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the adept traveler, a seeker of wisdom who endures countless tribulations in the name of a better future.
All right.
6,000 mag. Alright. I mean, we still have 50,000 mag, so we have a lot of, buffer, but if we had to get everybody to the max level like we do Heisme, we would not have the mag to do that.
Of course.
Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as an adept seeker. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength greater still. If thou art ready to see the world with new eyes, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the Seeker. The Magic Seeker! The power of magic and sword is both balanced and honorable. I shall make the most of it, and I shall never forget the spirit of exploration.
I have retained my edge.
Yeah, no, you don't need to switch to that class. So, bloop. We now have the request done. So we can now hand that in. Well, we know where to go for that. We need to go downstairs. And, hello.
Now, where was I?
To Academia we go.
Fascinating.
So you have a new archetype, have you? I expected nothing less. Please do not hesitate to inform me when you wish to study it. Okay. More?
Now why do that?
I am astonished you managed to study so many archetypes. Are you some sort of prodigy? At the very least, you've surely won me a new memory returned.
Incredible.
Wonderful. And that gets us 5 heroes jeweled roots and increase our imagination. And the 5 heroes jeweled roots basically make up for what we spent getting here. So it's great. Win-win.
All right.
Not a lot of imagination though. Are you okay?
Everything okay?
Yes.
Yes, I was able to remember a few things. Thank you. But before that,
Please.
seeing as you're here, won't you tell me some stories of your travels? I've been watching over you, but I do so value your perspective. I see. Interesting, though I heard nothing that might reveal this place. Which means, I suppose that the king must have imprisoned me here because... Did you figure something out?
The truth of the matter is...
There is but one place that comes to mind. But if that inkling is right, then too much else becomes inexplicable. If I'm correct in my hunch, it would mean the king deliberately placed me somewhere I know well. Somewhere I could easily continue my research.
What?
Why would he want to help you? Why would he want to help your studies? Indeed, that is the question. It would make a mystery of the king's intentions. Why would he intentionally imprison me here? I imagined I was put here to prevent my research, but it was quite the opposite. The king sought to place me where I might develop transformative magic yet further. And by continuing my research, my memories would return. In a way, all my travails may have been by his design. These answers I sought, this place, my identity. In the end, the only path towards them was continuing my pursuits.
This research.
The pieces are coming together. It seems the time to uncover the truth has finally come. I'm at your side.
Leave it to me.
I'll stand with you no matter what. Ah, fascinating indeed. Why is it you so often tell me the words I'd most like to hear? Is this what's meant by the power of bonds? I know of it in theory, but this is the first time I've felt it.
Surely.
If I have your support, then I can face any truth we ultimately reveal. I shall accept it unflinchingly, with eyes open. Am I a grave sinner who must pay for my offences, or am I a revolutionary who must change the future?
I'm grateful, truly.
This newfound resolve of mine is also thanks to you. For the utopia I will make reality, I'll battle my past until the end. I can sense Moore's willingness to accept the truth, whatever form it takes, as well as his heartfelt trust towards me. The scholar in search of utopia, Moore. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee.
A new power.
Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny. Rank up!
May the truth guide us both.
We can now study the Soul Hacker, and we get 4 inheritance slots for the Seeker lineage. Okay. More skills can be inherited by the Seeker lineage in Academia.
Listen here.
Now it is time for your final task. A true test, this one. The thesis project, as it were. I ask you to research an elite archetype. Elite archetypes can only be revealed by having a peerless, unbreakable bond, and then said archetype must be cultivated to its limit. It matters not which one you choose to focus on, so long as you do so until it can improve no longer.
This one's important.
The end. To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Luis the Archmage. I'll need to strengthen an elite archetype to rank 20. This can be completed by anyone. This is a height that none before you reached. The stronger your power, the greater it will impact me.
If all goes according to plan.
Once this research is completed, the path to the ultimate archetype may finally be in sight, and with it, our ultimate answer. Everything lies in your hands, Grem. Let us break through the barriers of this trial and see our dream to fruition.
I have faith in you.
I believe in you to the very end. Okay.
Ah, how good of you to come.
While we're here, we're going to do some extra experiments. Actually, let's do summon experiments first. We get the Goblin King attacks. Are any of these, like, doubling up? The Avian doubles up. Okay. As does the Avatar. Okay. Well, I prefer magic, probably. So let's do this one, the Flaming Mane Vessel. Summon Lava Beast. Okay, you can use multi-target Almighty Magic. There's War God and the Femme, and then this one is Foul and the Fairy. So let's get the Goblin Loincloth Vessel. You can now use the Summoner archetype to call upon Goblin King, who deals powerful critical strikes. An Obsidian Bone, which will do multi-target slash attacks. You can now use the Summoner archetype to call upon Duskbone Knight to use his multi-target slash attacks. Wonderful. The mask experiments. We now have access to the Soul Hacker mask, which is an elite mask. Resistances to wind and dark and a weakness to fire. Okay. Might as well while we're here. Nice. Okay, so we don't need the Seeker's mask. We can upgrade some of these masks probably at some point. Yeah, see how this is done. Summoner's mask. Used to equip to use summoner skills. Yeah, sure, why not? That sounds useful. Okay. Yeah, we could take the General's mask as well. That also could be useful. This gives us a whole pile of masks for new skills. Don't need the Faker's mask. We know that we got ninja stuff here, so I don't necessarily need to do assassins. Yeah, we'll hold off for now. Yeah, seems like the masks I can make are based upon the archetypes I have, so yeah, we'll wait a little bit. That's fine. Goodbye. Okay, so the other thing that we've got in here now. So we've now got his quest. We have to get an elite archetype to rank 20. So I could do that with, say, well, I could do that with 2 of them right now. Let's check if there's anything up top. There isn't currently anything up top. Okay. So I'm going to not rush it. I could easily rush it. I don't think there is a reason to rush it currently. Right? Like, we could easily just pop a few heroes' jeweled roots and then be done with it. I don't think that that's right. I think it's better to leave it a little bit.
Oh.
We may do it when we hit Altabury.
You'll come again.
That might be a good time to do it. Do it when we hit Montario. Although finishing it does have an appeal. It doesn't feel like this is the right point to finish it. This feels too early. Feels incorrect to finish it now. Okay. Now we've done that. Who's available? Well, I'm assuming also, by the way, that these are unique that these are elite art. Yeah. I just realized something. I'm assuming that these down here are elite archetypes. They might not be. The elite ones might be. Also, I just realized I haven't given you any skills. Yeah, you can have 5% evasion. Wasn't really what I was aiming for, but I was just looking to see what I had. I also have Lurking Nightblade and play Psych or Tarunda. Let's just give you evasion against Pierce. Sure, why not? But yeah, I'm assuming these are elite, but they might not be. Elite might be the ones that you get for finishing the bonds, which would actually make more sense based on what he said. So yeah, we might not even have one yet, technically. Okay. That's fine. Right. Followers. We kind of set out which ones we thought were important previously. Do we think Barden is important? Rapid Swapper is probably pretty important for Barden. I think improving our parties ones are probably higher priority. I was just thinking about this. Yeah, I think improving our parties are probably higher priority because some of them could be raised while you're on a gauntlet runner, which would inherently make them a higher priority because we want to have them available when we are on a gauntlet runner. If you're on a gauntlet runner and you're not doing something, it's like fundamentally wasted time, right? So let's go see Stroll. Yeah. Let's do it. We should talk. Hey, Stroll.
Hey.
We've got the land, so all we need now is the tide. I ought to stay busy so I don't overthink this. Say, have you got time right now? It's about what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to seek clues about my inheritance, but I freeze before I can take the first step. Let's go.
Oh, right.
Well, if you're sure, then I suppose now is as good a time as any. My home, the village of Halia, is on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we could make it there and back before dusk, though I can't help but feel guilt to request it for such a personal matter. That's fine. Don't worry. With Stroll leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. It doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Traveling here by Gauntlet Runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which way.
Truth is,
You used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that. I know I'll see it someday.
No.
It's been 7 years since that day. It feels like forever ago, and yet only the blink of an eye at the same time.
Huh.
Afterward, I was shuffled between various relatives, nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, of the burden I'd become. I went to the site of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except I've discovered a letter.
Take
Ooh.
this.
There was a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand a fire. I found a box there with a letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's.
Hey.
I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubts this is his will, and I know I must read it, but I'm going to go over there and do just that alone. But would you mind waiting nearby? It's okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
I'm here for you if you need it,
Thanks.
or if you need me. Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. I waited nearby while Stroll read the will. Well, it's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance.
And
The will said, the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital. The royal capital?
what?
It made it all the way to the capital?
Yeah.
Yes, but it doesn't give a specific location. The letter is unfinished. I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous, rampaging human. We'll let him vent, but he doesn't need to stay calm.
Damn it.
Damn it! If I'd only...
Sorry.
Whenever I think back to that day... my father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addresses the letter to my beloved son, Leon. I know it's a very touching moment. I did forget he had a first name. I feel only shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose: to repay the debts owed to my parents and my people. So if they would see our house rebuilt,
Oh, definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be, a noble of prominence or otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Halatus with reverence, and once again it lives on the tips of everyone's tongue. Maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined day would come that I'd come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. I sense Stroll's deepened trust and his determination to confront his destiny. Rank up.
I must use my nobility for good.
You're now rank 5 with Stroll, reducing the cost of the warrior lineage and increasing the amount of XP he gets in reserve. But first things first. Sure, he entrusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no idea who that might be. Tell me about your father.
Say,
What's your father like?
That's...
He was a big man, so much so that standing next to my mother made her look teeny. But despite his size, he solved his problems with his head. He never treated people lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grand Trad was able to source fresh fish from Bralhaven. In Halia, they were a rare feast.
Aha!
Hey, maybe I'm onto something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. That may be our best lead. I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trad, will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get.
this one's important.
A noble legacy. Stroll asked me to help track down his inheritance. He recalled his father frequented the fishmonger near the Grand Cathedral in Grand Trad. Should start there. Oh, okay.
Alright.
But first, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we're at a good stopping point for today besides.
Let's
Okay.
head back.
Thank you, Graham. Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Huh. Okay, a quest. Unexpected. I like that these mix it up. Even if it's not a huge mix-up, but I like that there's like, hey, now you've got a quest to go and do something as part of the social link. Well, bond, as it's called. You see, social links are what Persona called them, and in social links, what happened with every single one is that it was, hey, click on this and listen to a story. Okay. And at the end, it's like, cool, you did it. This, it's kind of the same, but you get a little bit more into it. It's linked into the game a little bit more. It's a go and do a quest. It's a carry it on in the Gauntlet Runner while we're traveling. It feels more connected to the tale that you're telling, rather than it being like, here's a side story that's happening while the main tale is happening, right? It feels different. Brigitte, I do want to go and speak to her. I have reportable quests. Oh, that's Uras's quest. It's the reportable quest. Of course. Right. Leave here. We are now going to head back to the Grand Trad.
Let's go.
Sunlumio Street. Let's see if the person's around. Okay. Fishmonger near the Grand Cathedral is the first place we need to go. Oh, hello. That candidate Jin is a right piece of rubbish, he is. The only thing scum like him does is drag the Nadia name through the mud. Listen, you're one of the more competent candidates, yeah? So how about you give Jin a thorough pummeling? I mean it, I'm not joking at all. I've already done it, but, you know, I appreciate that you wanted me to do it as well. He did deserve a pummeling. Fishmonger. Should be over here somewhere. They might only be in the day, though. Well, let's see. Are you the fishmonger?
Alright then.
Are you the fishmonger?
I got low prices.
No, you sell Badoo meat. Okay.
Proper aces.
Are you the fishmonger?
Take the crown now.
Herb seller. Okay.
Aha.
Let's want to see what we got in here. Well, whoa. Gold beetle? Oh. I just saw there was something to click on. I was like, what is it? And it was just a gold beetle that's sitting there.
Oh, I'm in it now.
That's incredible.
Beg pardon?
Okay, I'm just going along the edges. That's fine, Gallica. I was just going along the edges, check that I wasn't missing anything.
Luis is the only one.
Also checking which one of these is fishmonger. Parapus? Yeah, you sell the cheese. Okay, I think they're probably only available during the day.
Dear me!
Ishkia Artist? I don't need either of those. Thank you.
You're not serious.
Yeah, I don't think that they're here right now. I think it must be during the day. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it tomorrow. Right. Let's go see Brigitte. She's one I definitely want to level because I want Tycoon available to us. So, you know, seems like an easy thing to do.
Now, how did I wind them
Okay.
over?
And we'll do a save in case there's some sort of, I don't know, fight, which there probably won't be because they don't tend to be, but we'll do this anyway.
Ah, just you.
Ah, so it's you. You seem unscathed.
My apologies.
I'm sorry about last time. You weren't supposed to see me like that. But thanks to you, I finally made up my mind. There's something I think you deserve to know. But telling you would mean drawing you into an all-out war. A campaign against Sanctism itself. I'm with you, no matter what. With overflowing courage, I showed Brigitte I could match her resolve.
You.
I find myself at a crossroads, yet look at you. My feelings got through.
Fine then.
You've helped me see what needs to be done. Will you accompany me? Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Follow me then.
Here.
We use this facility for our own research. Specifically, we're trying to develop non-violent uses for igniters. Make them something more than weapons. That should be decent enough revenge against the church. If I only expand my current trade, it'd only make their pockets fatter. So I thought I'd find a different approach. Won't that make them mad?
About that.
Won't that anger the church? Oh, naturally. So they sent some killers after me. Who the hell cares? They knew that magic igniters would widen the gap. The strong would become stronger, the weak weaker. That's why I made igniters my occupation. I hated weakness. Most of all, I hated who I used to be, for my weakness, ignorance, and utter powerlessness. But behind it, I did wish for a different future. World without poverty, despair, or violence. Civilization does not flow backwards. People are not so clever that they would abandon the convenience. It's impossible to be without igniters.
As it is.
But if we're stuck with them, we can still make them safer and more practical. We've actually been working on a prototype for a while now.
Say.
Remember the early days? I asked you to slay the Guptoros. The route I'd been stalking was our transport corridor for these prototypes. I'm glad I took this job.
Well,
My thanks.
We'd never have made such strides with development if you hadn't been helping. Honestly though, I'm surprised it's come this far. Goes against the church's cultural and mercantile monopoly, of course. They'll send their shadows after me, and they'll leave me a few new scars if I survive at all. Only one way I can think of to stop that. You'll have to take the throne and support our peacetime igniters over the lethal ones. Help them spread across the land. I've been thinking about your dream, this kinder world in your little novel. I hear about people who live with mutual goodwill, respect and equality, and I can't help but wish I lived in that world. I wanted to take that first step. I want to hope, no matter what it costs me, my position, my fortune or my life. That's true determination.
right.
You really are a determined person. Haha. In the end, it's not so hard once you come to a decision.
I believe in you.
Take the throne, Graham, for me and for a new world. I can sense Brigitta's hope to change the world and her deep trust in me. Rank up.
You give me hope.
We are now rank 7. Further widens the variety of items sold at the Lycanon Magic Association by adding rare items, and occasionally as one day ends and another begins, she will send a crate with funds. Nice. Which in a way also could be translated to mag as well, because we can always trade money for mag, although we haven't done so. It might become important in the future.
And then...
This facility has another purpose, you know. Igniters being one-sidedly destructive as they are, plenty of people have lost their homes to the violence, same as the village the church raised. So I hire them here and support them in the ways I can. It's the least I can do to atone. I parted ways with Brigitta and returned to the group. I feel like I've gotten more support from merchants all over the country thanks to Brigitta's direct endorsement. Popularity rank 9. We're going up. We are rising quickly.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So it appears once you get to 7, you go up in a rank, which is crazy. There's a letter and a war chest from Brigitta, so just like Barden's one, it seems scripted that you'll get it on the first day.
Try not to die.
It's no great sum, but I hope it helps. Try not to die. 15,000 Reeve is not bad to randomly get. It's much better than Barden's thing.
Well then.
Okay, we just had to save. Followers. So we can't level Strolls anymore. So Strolls and Hulkenbergs are blocked. So Strolls is probably... It's blocked by the quest though. Is this blocked by the quest? Let's go to the Grand Cathedral. Okay. We need to also get our XP and other such things, but we can do that later. Okay. Are you the fishmonger?
And what do you want?
What do you want? You're not one of my clients, and I only do business via referral. He doesn't strike me as a fishmonger. Stroll's probably looking for someone else. Okay. We're looking for anyone who we can talk to, I guess, then. Fresh fish, get your fresh fish. I've got bargains. Oh, that'll be the fishmonger. That reminds me, a business with the fishmonger. I should talk to him. Hello.
Do. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome, one and all. If it swam in the rivers or sea, I've got it here, and it's all as fresh as the ocean breeze. Apparently Stroll's father frequented the fish market. I know he was a doting parent, but would a count really do his own shopping? The Count of Alia? Just how do you know such a great man? You're acquainted with his son. Really now, I hate to break it to you, lad, but you're an elder, and Clamar nobles aren't really known for befriending your kind. I'm looking for his inheritance. What are you playing at? If this is some manner of con, I'll make it known far and wide, especially if it concerns the Count of Alia. He saved my skin once, when some pain-in-the-arse noble started making accusations about my produce. He happened to be there and stood up for me. From what I gather, he was only in the market to find a souvenir for his son. Fancy that, a noble buying things himself. Like father, like son. Blimey, you really do know him, don't you? Well then, I know another merchant you should speak to. He did a fair amount of business with the Count. That day, he said he had an appointment to meet this merchant in front of the regular Grand Cathedral. Odd that he bought the fish first, eh? Nice. Okay.
Wow,
Is that the guy down here? Yes, okay.
And what do you
What
want?
do you want? You're not one of my clients, and I only do business via referral. Joel's father went to meet a merchant from the regular Grand Cathedral. Could this be him?
So foolish it arouses
Indeed.
great pity.
I was acquainted with the late Count of Halia. Oh, is that so? You say you know his son, do you? The Count was a truly honourable, upstanding man. I doubt any son of his would associate with riffraff like you. Merchant is still suspicious of me. What should I say next? Did his fish stink? Thanks to my overwhelming imagination, I was able to choose words that convince the merchant I have no ill intent. How interesting. Yes, they did indeed stink. The Count would often buy fish himself, then show up to our meetings with them in hand. Amusing as it was, I worried about how he would keep them fresh. Ah, that stirs some memories. The Count of Halia that I remembered was a magnanimous man. He was genuinely kind to all he met.
Our business is done.
Perhaps I should have learned from his example. Very well, tell me your story and I will listen. I see, you must forgive my suspicion. You truly are a friend of his son, aren't you? I do apologize, but surely you understand my caution. Word of his lost inheritance is spread, and con men have tried every trick in the book to claim it.
And I do appreciate your assistance.
I have indeed been entrusted with the inheritance that was meant for the Count's son. Please give him that message. The rest are details I'd prefer to share with him directly. Please, bring him with you when you're able. Wonderful. I found the person who was entrusted with the Count's inheritance. I should let Stroll know immediately. Wonderful. So I can now hand that in for Stroll. Is Stroll the one I want to do now? I think it is, yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense. Stroll, let's do it.
I'm sorry.
We should talk. Hey, Stroll.
Hey,
We've got the... Oh, we've already done that one.
what do you think?
Any luck finding leads on the inheritance matter? I found a man holding it for you.
Huh?
Have you? Must take me to see him so we can talk.
Oh.
It's nice to finally meet you. Well, we have met, but you were just a babe in your mother's arms. Funny how much you've come to resemble them both. Your father and I did charity work, providing aid to the downtrodden. It was hardly lucrative, but I was quite taken by his charisma. He did charity work in the capital. I hardly knew his business here, to be honest. My connection to your father was ultimately what led him to entrust your family fortune to my guardianship. I'm pleased to finally put it in your rightful hands.
Now,
I don't mean to pry, but have you decided what you will do with it?
That is...
I had thought to use it to rebuild our house, but to hear my father used his fortune to help people, I admit I'm having second thoughts. The refugees of Halia are struggling to survive without permanent housing, and knowing this I would put these funds into the needs of my house? It would take tremendous time and money to restore our territory. I wouldn't be able to tend to their hardships for many seasons to come.
Ah.
You truly are a Stroll lad, right down to your father's strength of character. If I might be so bold, allow me to present you with an option.
Oh.
It would work thusly. You purchase a parcel of land from your pick of the gentry. Many are in desperate need of coin and would easily part with estates they cannot sustain. You could then offer this land to your people to build upon. Would this not give them solace?
True.
I see the wisdom in it, but I can't imagine finding such an ideal expanse in such short order. If it's negotiations you're concerned about, that is where I come in.
Quite.
Perhaps you've heard the name of Lord Hydron, best known for his piety. He is well versed in such matters. Lord Hydron? Yeah, we have heard of him. Let's see, have you anyone else? Is there anyone else you might know? Ah, so you do know him. Well, I can appreciate why you'd recoil from him. But for occasions such as this, he would be a potent ally. I dare say he would be precisely the savior you'd need to realize your ideals.
My ideals.
Ideals, you say?
Yes.
I apologize. Just caught off guard by how quickly the tides change. I gladly accept your generous offer to aid me in negotiations. Hope is only a step behind a clear conscience.
No.
Words I'd hear my mother and father say often. They practically bludgeoned me with them. What does it mean?
That's...
It means that if you believe in your cause enough to see it done, then you will find a way. Something like that, anyway. If I can procure new land, all those people could return to some semblance of the lives they were forced to abandon. They could go back to a time of peace, before the human attacked.
Just...
And you have no small role to play here. You know that, don't you? If treachery claims the throne, this whole country will fall to ruin. I'll have no hope of saving the people of Halia, let alone realizing my ideals.
Hey.
In other words, the future of many depends on our fight. Our hope lies with you, Captain. I can sense Stroll's deep-seated trust and newfound resolve. Rank up!
Whatever burdens you carry, I'll carry them too.
We are now ranked 6 with Stroll, which means he gets more inheritance slots and he will gain experience at the normal rate while in reserve. Wonderful.
Thank you.
I owe you my thanks for discovering the man safeguarding the inheritance. It was surely no easy feat to find him.
You're a lifesaver.
I mean, it wasn't really that difficult, but thank you very much.
Alright.
We got 4 tolerance for that. Nice.
That reminds me.
If you don't mind my asking, did you hear anything else about my father in the search? He loved his son. Only that he loved his son to the ends of the world. Haha, come off it. You've gone a bit over the top with that one. Were my father in the same position I am now, I wonder what he would do. I returned to the others with Stroll, who was still deep in thought. Got some mag, and it is now night. Okay.
I'm...
Alonso. Okay.
Alright.
We are actually,
Where's the-
though, going to go to the
Let's
Gauntlet
go.
Runner, because we've got 2 things to do in the Gauntlet Runner. We first of all have to go to the washroom. It's the reportable quest is Neuras's quest, in case you had forgotten. It's not really a reportable quest, it's just a thing that we can do that has a quest associated. But yeah, it's not as important. Although I guess it giving us the quest is the game kind of hinting that maybe it is important to do. But
Where to?
anyway. Save. Let's do a save first. Then we'll do another one. Let's see who is available. Is Brigitte available? No, go to her anyway. I don't feel anything right now. She's just not there. Really?
Alright.
She's not in
Where
Grand
to?
Trat?
Let's go.
It doesn't say that she's there. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I'm still gonna check. But no, she is indeed not in Grand Trad right now. Huh. Although I do need to check this place, which I just realized I haven't checked yet. Because it's got new stuff in the shop. Hello.
Welcome.
Additionally, it seems a representative has developed a certain fondness for you. I've been instructed to allow you to make purchases from our entire stock of igniters. Igniters are wasted on the rich and their indulgent hobbies. They'll find much better use in your hands. What have we got? We have Inferno Igniters. Okay, multi-target fire skill, but I assume it's better than the previous ones. Okay, so yeah, it's the higher level of everything, basically. What is this one? An advanced almighty igniter. Costs 792,000 reeve. Okay. Yeah, that's incredible. Mage Transcendence when equipped. Enables the magic damage raising spell. Physical damage raising spell. So these must be charge and charge magic. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, cool. I'm not going to buy them, I just wanted to know what they were.
Alright.
Okay. Followers? So we got Stroll's one done now. Heizame, is locked in the same way that Hulkenberg's was locked. Juna's is available at night. Interesting. What does Alonso's get us? Gets us further up Faker. The purchase of rare items in magic shops and analyze data. And this definitely has some benefits. Uras as well. He's not always available. It could be worth leveling it just a little bit. Yeah, it's not good though. Like, none of this is great for Nuras. Juna's is great, but she needs to be a higher level for it. Yeah. Although getting to Persona Master is maybe great for her, because then we can actually, yeah, then we can switch her out of Faker and back into the Summoner class. Yeah. That's probably worth it. I don't know, I'm a little bit like, ooh, what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? What about this one? Let's go with Juna's. Let's level hers. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Juna's. Hey, Juna.
Hey.
I wonder what the fake when the fake lance will be ready. Waiting is the one thing I'm not good at, huh? Oh, are you free right now? I have a favour to ask. It's about that festival in Bralhaven. I need to start preparing, so would you mind accompanying me? Sure. I knew I could count on you. If you could do your teleport thing, get us to Bralhaven. I got separated from Juna while we were trying to avoid her getting seen. Eek.
Come now.
How about a flower for your loved one? They're rare beauties, bound to impress. Unfamiliar tribe? Small Juna? That's a child? Cute kid, but I don't recognize the tribe. I need to prioritize finding Juna. What is this? What are you staring at, darling? I'm over here.
What?
Okay, is this something Nadia can do, or is this something that Juna can do? What is this? This is an unexpected way forward. Anyway, what? What is this? Is there something on my face? I was worried I lost you.
No.
Huh?
Oh, you were. Thank you.
Then.
Well, shall we press on? We've got to meet up with Capra. The show is proceeding apace, and we have found a stage under construction at the Colosseum. We have a stage under construction at the Colosseum, and for your outfit, last year's dress has been refitted for you, Lady Juna. Regarding a little thank you gift we're preparing.
No.
Oh, please, that's unnecessary. If there are any proceeds from this, pay it forward to the audience. Is that possible? That's quite generous of you, Lady Juna. We're so blessed to have you singing for us. The whole town is buzzing with excitement.
Wait a second.
Oi, that you thieving crooner. What brings the high and mighty songstress to sing at our lowly labour festival, eh?
Huh?
Why, you ask? Because I was invited. Liar. You slithered your way into it, you bloody snake. It's all you and Adia know how to do.
Calm now.
Meritus, please, there's no need for theatrics. I asked her to sing personally. I'm sorry, but you simply don't have the draw Lady Juno does.
No way.
That's so. Well, it doesn't mean I have to accept it. As a matter of fact, I don't. Who was she?
Hold on.
So,
If I had to guess, someone in the same profession as me.
My goodness.
I do apologise for that. She was last year's main act. I dare say she's cross about not being asked to return. Don't worry about it. I've always had enemies, and some have even made attempts on my life. In Capra, the harder something gets, the more determined I am to see it done. That's very reassuring, my lady. Truly. Well then, I'll take my leave.
got a second?
It's not that I don't sympathise with her, but crowds are only won through hard work and skill. She's no match for you.
Right.
She's no match for a songstress of your caliber.
Naturally.
We're in different leagues is all. She'll have no choice but to get that through her thick skull once I show her why.
Let's do this.
Besides, having someone close by to watch over me gives me just the burst of confidence I need. I'm talking about you, of course. You got that? I can sense Juna's extraordinary trust in me. Rank up. Yeah, but what's up with small Juna?
I'm going to give this performance my all.
Yeah, but what's up with small Juna? I said it twice because I'm kind of like, huh? It's very unexpected. I guess we're going to find out.
Leave it to me.
If I'm going to make this the performance of a lifetime, I still have a lot to think about. Let's call it a day, shall we? Okay.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's now Waters Day.
Well then.
Okay. Yufa's still like, maybe you could talk to me.
Alright then.
And I'm like,
Let's head there
Yufa,
right away.
you're just too far back right now. But we'll get to you eventually. We'll do like 8 Yufa things in a row.
Got it.
But right now I'm just working on some of the ones we've already got going. Although knowing that Juna's can be done in the evening, I think hers can be done in the evening or the day, right? Which is useful for us to know. So we should always do hers in the evening, in theory. At least right now. Let's have a look at the followers list. So Juna's is now done, although we can't actually progress hers at all right now. Maybe it can only be done evening. Yufa, Maria, Barden. Yeah. Maybe we should prioritize Yufa over the other ones, because we can do her thing while we're in the Gauntlet Runner, potentially, if we get her to a highness level. Yeah, maybe we do want to just focus on this. Yeah, we might want to just focus on her then. Interesting. Anyway, I am going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.